Yo, what's shaking bacon, boys? It's J71 here, and today we're gonna be playing a little bit of this new, I wouldn't really say new, but a new game for me called Deus Ex or something like that. My hands are greasy. I just ate dinner, but I really wanted to get a video out today. A few people were asking me if I was gonna upload, so I figured that I would try and get something out today. And I saw this game. It's usually $80 and it's on for free right now. Giveaways more. Okay. So I thought I'd download it and give it a shot. So we're gonna jump right into it with the story mode, and I will videotape the story and just get right into it. Let's just get right into it. Oh, but we do have a few things. Give me a story. You play games for their story and experience, not for their challenge or competitiveness. Enjoy this experience. Give me a challenge. You enjoy a good story. Oh, okay. This is the. Give me a challenge. Give me Deus Ex. Hardened enemies and tougher. Okay, this is the. Ooh. All right, we'll just go with give me a challenge. Well, we want a little bit of a challenge, but we're just getting into it. So usually I like to go a bit up. Control scheme. Mankind divided. You enjoy playing games as they were designed to be played, even if there is a learning curve. You want to master the most fluid method of controlling Adam Jensen. Jump, reload, takedown, sprint, blah, blah, blah. Enter cover, crouch, and augmentations. What do we got here? Jump, reload, takedowns, inventory wheel. What's usually inventory wheel? Inventory wheel. Crouch. Where's the, what is, yeah, this one looks kind of cool. Jump, reload, crouch, inventory wheel, sprint. L3 is sprint though, I don't really like that. I kind of want R3 to be, or no, L3, yeah, L3. So jump, reload, crouch, inventory wheel, sprint, takedowns, enter cover, throw secondary weapon, iron sight, fire, augmentations. That sounds like the best one, I think, for me. We'll go standard.
The year was 2027.
Sure, that took so long, but
Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree.
oh, that's so cool.
Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at SHAREf Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David SHAREf himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed.
Oh, shit.
A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into SHAREf headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them.
Oh, God.
The leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream.
Oh, fuck.
Only I didn't.
Shot him right in the head and he didn't die.
Military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation.
It's already looking really cool, guys. I'm really pumped for this.
Half a year to get a feel for it. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, SHAREf Industries was attacked again. This time by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into SHAREf's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. SHAREf sent me to retrieve it. found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on.
Uh-oh.
The Og killed himself before I could question him. SHAREf ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, SHAREf's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker.
This is pretty long, guys, but it's story, and I like to pay attention. So feel free to skip if you are bored at this point.
Secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit.
Cool little cutscenes and stuff, you know.
The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end.
Oh.
Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded.
Wow, so the future, this is only a few years, guys, remember that. This is only based on a few years from now. So it's kind of interesting to think that, like, I don't know, do you think this stuff is possible in, like, 8 years, or what? Stuff like this, like bionic arms and stuff. Let me know what you guys think.
Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government.
War's getting pretty crazy, though.
Just not for the reason I'd been expecting.
War is getting freaking crazy in this year, in this age. It looks like.
The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the Og in SHAREfactory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the pirate. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry, and had hired black
A lot of things are going on here.
to destabilize her competition. SHAREf Industries.
Bionic humans, bionic warfare.
To prove this, I need to get inside TYM.
I really hope that doesn't happen in real life, guys, because
I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this.
it really changed the face of war.
Nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead.
Bad people got a hold of this stuff.
She and her four best
It really
researchers
shows.
had been kidnapped. Spirited away.
It shows what could happen, you know.
Kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured
shit.
Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David SHAREf had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned their signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more.
Game does look interesting. Oh.
Eliza Cassan.
Nope.
Picus
It is a very long
Communications'
cutscene,
first
guys.
lady of news. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up, looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before. Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission.
She kind of
to a
looks
secret server room underneath the
like a
Picus
transgender.
then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's first lady of news wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control...
She wasn't a lady at all. She was a transgender.
Eliza told me the Mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities. The UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Sarif Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Sarif, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately...
Yeah, so this is pretty interesting, guys. It's pretty interesting stuff. It is very long, so what I think I'm gonna do... I'll discuss it when the cinematic's done.
Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates.
Oh, that's a really weird rocket. Oh.
Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Laura Hengshire.
Oh, and she died. Oh, no. She fell pretty good. Nice EMP rocket to take that down.
Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door. Meaning, at least one of Sarif's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. He was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Chiron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn.
Holy,
in exchange for my
weird
help
face.
Exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Sarif's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. After a little ambush.
Oh, got punched in the face so bad.
Suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Sarif had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point.
Oh, God.
All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage she'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time will give us the answers.
Looks like we're reaching the end here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make 2 videos. Unless this isn't over
I
yet.
always thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed.
Oh, they're using augmentations as terrorist attacks. Terrorists are using them. See what I mean by if the wrong people got a hold of this technology?
Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when
For those of you who don't know what a black box recorder is, every plane has one. It's a recorder surrounded in almost indestructible material
Sometimes you just have to let go.
in case of terrorist attacks, or
And
well,
embrace what
or
you've become.
anything they need to know.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are ya?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen!
Huh? I wouldn't feel too
I don't
comfortable
have a
around that guy.
problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you.
Listen up, all of you.
We got a sandstorm barreling down our ass, and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get him tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned.
So it looks like here,
ever
guys, we're
since
getting
the
some
incident.
information about the
It's not a
mission.
pretty picture
Sorry about that. I
inside.
just had to take the phone.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage
Interesting.
point. want
I really like the
Mr.
intro
Lee
to this.
take
It's
up
very,
positions overlooking the atrium and make
It's
the
very
arrest.
informational.
Jensen,
There's a lot of
you're
information in
going
it. It
solo
gives you a
for the group.
lot of background and a lot of story. And
Keep the
I like
Jinn
games
from
like that.
joining the party.
I like
As far
games like
as
that a
we
lot.
can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level. A halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your
Sorry.
augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
Non-lethal, lethal. Oh, let's go. Oh, this is interesting. All right, let's go lethal. It's always good to have a little bit with us. I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal. We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done. That makes sense. I feel like we'd really improve our skills if we went non-lethal.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Huh. Tranquilizer, short range weapon, stun gun. Ooh, interesting. Let's go. I feel like if we're going, we don't really need something short range. I feel like if I'm going to be getting in a tough situation, I might need like a distance weapon.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said that Jin are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jin out of that atrium.
Copy that.
So I feel like if we go more like tactical and less lethal and more
Let's do this.
more secretive, it might be a little bit more tricky, but I feel like it would improve my skills a bit more. Possibly, I don't know. Really get a feel for the game instead of just shooting up everything. Sweet, here we go. Sweet landing. So this is our long-ranged weapon that we've got here.
I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on
Interesting, so we've got some grenades and different
the
things here.
ground. Miller out.
It's looking really good. So this game's looking really good, guys, but I'm not gonna play just quite yet. I know you've been waiting for it for a while. But this video was just kind of meant to be an intro, cinematic intro, kind of like mission debriefing kind of video. So in the next one, it will be episode 1 gameplay or something like that. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. If you did, if you enjoy a little bit of the lore and you made it this far, that's amazing. Thank you guys, and have a good nice day.